Hello Taurus, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of August 2019, focusing on your career and work life. I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of July. See what is in store for you for August. So the first card for you representing the present position of your spread towards the beginning of the month of August, you have the Seven of Spades. So the Seven of Spades here indicates that towards the beginning of the month you may be feeling like somebody are trying to giving you a hard time. So I do see that people are not in your best interest, so that's something that you needed to take note here. Like, not all of your friends are your friends, that's what it is. And it does looks like that some of your friends actually trying to put you in the wrong positions or in the bad situations in some way. Like if there are like somebody that needs to be responsible for a problem, then suddenly your friends will just come up with your name. So that's one of the examples here that may comes out in your life in the beginning of the month. Like you should be expecting that people are trying to put you in the corner, you know, like something that you shouldn't be there, you shouldn't be responsible for that, but these people are trying to put you off, and you need to be aware of, you know, don't share any confidential information about you or any other things related to you personally, because that can be quite a problem later on, you know, like people will use that information and misuse that against you, and you need to be prepared of that as well. If you have already shared, so you just need to stop it, don't do it again, you know, because some of you may get this type of problem, like people are stabbing you behind your back, just trying to steal something from you or things like that. So the next card that you have representing the influence cards towards the middle of the month, you have the Two of Diamond. The Two of Spades. Sorry. So the Two of Spades here indicates that towards the middle of the month you will have some kind of options to maybe relocate, to change your residency, or even like changing jobs, or even like relocation, things like that. So it can be both your residency and your job, but it looks like that you may be wanting more. So I do not see it as something like rapidly you will take it. I do see that you are taking your time to think about it. You are taking the time to feel which way to go, you know. Maybe you have to give up some of the things that you have ready, like can be your possessions, like your house or things like that, if you want to move out or if you want to relocate and things like that. It can be also like you won't see your family that often too, if you may have to relocate. So those type of things can be quite challenging, you know, especially if you don't want to be separated with your families and friends and things like that, the environment that you work with, and those type of things is really quite a challenging consideration to know that, you know. So the next card that you have representing the past position of your spread, you have the Six of Hearts. So this is something like the opportunity itself is actually coming long before the Mercury retrograde started. So I think it's okay if you want to take that job. It just looks like that it's been long before that. Maybe it's the offer or the job itself. It can be already starting in the month of May or April, along those timeline, and this kind of thing come back now. It can be because of the lunar eclipse and also the solar eclipse thing on the month of July that brings up the past issue or the past thing that you have, and that can be quite a blessing for you. I don't see it as something like negative in some way. I do see it as something that will give you a good sense of understanding on what you wanted to do, and this is something that you needed to, yeah, you should expect, good things so far, in the month of August. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learned from the past, you have this Three of Club. So yeah, I think you already know that everything is going in your favor in the past. Maybe there are some delays related to that, those type of delay associated with this kind of problems. I think it's out of focus. So yeah, so this type of thing is actually something that you may want to have looking at, if you know that this type of thing can be quite challenging to relocate or to change the residency or change jobs. This card will not appear, It does look like that you are in the favor of that too. So it does look like that you are in the favor of moving out or changing locations, changing job. It looks like that you are the one who initiate this thing. So as always, try to read the fine print before you go, and as always you needed to see where you can fit it in, where you can fit your skill set and your emotions and all of the things that you can contribute, and make sure that you love the job too before you leave, because there's no point of changing job if the next job will be something that you hate as well. So the next one that you have representing the thing that you need to let go of, you have the Ten of Hearts. So yeah, most likely you have to leave your family or your friends or people that surrounding you. It does looks like that you may have to give out some of those things, like you need to sacrifice on those, like you cannot have it all. Sometimes if you get a good job, if you have a good career, maybe you need to sacrifice your family life or your living with the people that you love, or your house, or whatever it is. Maybe you need to change countries of residency, then maybe you need to let go all of those, like you need to sell your house or things like that. Those type of things can happen sometimes, and that kind of thing can be quite challenging for you, but I do not see it in this month though. It looks like that you are happy to do so, and that's the reason why you need to let go those things, like those fears and egos and things like that. So the next card that you have representing the future cards towards the end of the month, you have the Eight of Hearts. I think there is a swift movement here. It can be partially because you have this card as well. It looks like that you are initiating the whole things, and you are taking charge of that, and you are speeding up the whole thing, possibly because of the lunar eclipse and solar eclipse thing, aside from the Mercury retrograde. But I do see that by the end of the month you are moving out, you are leaving, you are changing those residency and things like that. You are traveling across the seas and those type of things, like flying or things like that. You have those plan in place. If you are listening to this reading and you already have plan in place, just comment below. You see that those type of things has been arranged. Possibly you may have got the whole thing set up already, So the next card that you have representing, or the last card actually, to clarify the whole readings for you, at the bottom of the deck you have the Seven of Diamonds. So yeah, again, this is card of waiting for harvest. So this kind of card can be something related to your new job actually. So if you have moved to a new job, or getting a new job, or starting a new job, don't expect something will go fast. So it will take time. You need to adapt to the new job, the new environments. You need to relearn the whole thing. You need to gather trainings and things like that. So make sure that you do those process before you judge yourself or judge others people. So you just have to be aware of that. You need to just go with the flow and start doing your part, and then see what happens. So I think that's overall readings here for you. It's quite a good encouraging readings for you on the month of August. So if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, just click subscribe here, and also push the bell icons so that you get notifications every time we publish a new video. If you want to donate to our channel, just to do so by sending us your donation via PayPal to this email address. And see you next month. Thank you.